take us a few hours, but it's worth the journey. Anyhow, I'm here to let you know that um, American Dog is available everywhere on YouTube and YouTube Music. And the reason I say YouTube Music, it's already been available on all streaming services, but the video, which I just accomplished this morning as far as the editing goes and mixing, was completed this morning at around 8 a.m. and I uploaded it for a 9 o'clock premiere, and therefore it's available for you to see now. American Dog. It's a great video. Yeah, thank you. It's an American Dog. It's a great video. It's essentially an autobiography of my life. Just kidding. Anyhow, it's very interesting, and if you want to see a good video about just old time rock and roll, Jerry Lee Lewis style, listen and watch American Dog, which is now available on all streaming on YouTube only. It's a YouTube exclusive. So enjoy that wonderful, wonderful video. Now, I must say, I was inspired by um, you got the video that I just presented to you. You want to take a right? Yeah, thank you. Now, it's about a 5 minute video. It's kid friendly, and there's no swear words. In other words, I don't think. Anyhow, it's available now on all streaming networks. I don't have much else to say except of the world premiere of that. Oh, I could mention this. Joel Rosenberg gave me permission to start volunteering at the Nash again. So I'll get out my white gloves and try to memorize the seating order. But I'm waiting on Mark Speller to call me or make contact with me. And previous times when I worked at the Nash, it was with some other guy that was in charge of the volunteers. I know it was like very difficult to navigate the emails they would send us to volunteer. It was almost like a Pro Tools session of trying to read the Pro Tools, how to do Pro Tools, and that's very difficult, especially when you try to get advice from Pro Tool aficionados that are giving you advice on how to fix certain Pro Tools features. You know how if you're familiar with digital audio workstation help pages, you know how difficult that can be. So anyhow, I likened it to that, to volunteering for the Nash. It was very difficult to choose the day that you were able to choose, figure out the entire system. So I'm looking forward to this once again, to begin working at the Nash as a volunteer. And what else is going on? I don't know if you really care, but I'm just rambling on. Um, Volunteering at the Nash. Oh, I should have enough music to compile another LP. Well, it's called a long playing stream now, and it's essentially a record in digital form. So I'm going to be working on that this week. I've got about 10 to 15 songs, maybe 9 to 7. I don't know. So enough for an EP or an LP. Um, Although EPs are really catching on as far as popularity goes, because, like I said, I brought this up many times. When people release records of 20 to 30 songs, some of the songs never get heard, and I'm doing my best to listen to the entire release of the artist, because it's respectful to listen to their entire catalog that they released. Artists effort for these. I was just talking to my good friend Don Kaminker the other day. I said, these artists are putting out this great music, and who has time to listen to it all? It's ridiculous. They've got great catalogs, and they're putting out 20-song albums. And I'll be darned if I have the time to listen to all 20 before I have to go do something else. So I always try to go back to their songs, and which brings me to this point. We've got so much new music now. It's like, and there's all great music out there. What cuts through the noise and gets songs noticed, even though they're great? What actually gets a song listened to nowadays? That's a question I'd like to ask Ariana Grande. I'd like to ask Justin Bieber. I'd like to ask um, Bruno Mars their opinion whether EPs are the way to go, 4 or 5 tracks with remixes or whatever, or long playing records. And should you put it on shuffle or should you listen to the album in its exact order that the artist released it at? And these are questions in the digital world that when they press records, they put a lot more thought into it because that was the way it was. In that order, flip the record around after 4 songs, and then you listen to the rest of the record. And CDs were just a extension of that format. You placed in the CD, and although they did have the mix function available then, but nowadays, what is the best way to listen to an artist's great worldwide release nowadays? Is it on a 4 to 5 track EP? Is it on a 20 track long playing release? Is it just singles and just hoping it's thrown in the mix of the music world and mixed in with all the playlists? I wish I had the answer. I know some artists have monopolized the release format where they release so many songs at once that they're number one for 10 to 15 weeks simply because they release so much material and it's top notch, A class, world class material. So I think everybody has a strategy. Who knows what works? I guess the ones that you're listening to the music to, like Bruno Mars or all the greats, and then we're not even remembering the Aretha Franklins, the Chuck Berrys, the Luther Vandrosses, the all these greats from the '90s and so on. How do you listen to all that great music? The Beatles. I mean, what I think that once you become an icon in legendary music history, then it's easy for people to say, "Oh, play the Beatles," and then you listen to their entire catalog for about 2 or 3 hours, or it take a few days actually. But until you reach that level of, oh, play some, let me think of another, Steely Dan, then you listen to their 4 or 5 albums. So I guess the main thing for an artist is to become at a status where people know your name and they know you've got a lot. Just play Led Zeppelin, play any great artist. So that's the struggle I think that most artists have nowadays, attaining that level of name recognition. And I'll do my best, whatever I do with my imaginary radio station. But I'm trying to name some local acts around here that have been reaching out to me to try to get their name up there with the name recognition. And I can't recall very many, to be honest. I guess they forgot about me as far as an extension of trying to get their music in the world, but I guess that's just the way it is. So you take care. My song "American Dog" is the video is available everywhere now on YouTube, and you can listen to it on YouTube Music too. And also, it's available on all streaming networks. So enjoy that great fun video, kid friendly, because there's no swearing. Have a good day. I gotta take off my glasses so I see how I get out of this situation. Okay, I love this part. I gotta get progressive glasses. Okay, do I click on that X here? Yeah, that's it. They always redesign you just to make this fun. In this